Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent and Apollo Asteria, we've got incredible videos for you tonight, including updates from Miami. What happened? Were there creatures, aliens on the streets? We're going to give you an update in just a bit, but we're going over incredible footage just in vintage VHS, or is this mini DV footage? All I know, it's coming in from 2003. Never before seen footage that I've been privy to. We're looking at it right now. Brent, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is pretty incredible. It caught my eye just a couple days ago, and we said we need to share this because we're looking at this disc-shaped object that's horizontal, moving from right to left. We've heard of this from eyewitness accounts of people saying when you see a flying saucer, the means of propulsion could go in many ways, but most often you'll see it in this horizontal position right before takeoff. Cool footage.
Wow, this is really interesting the way it comes out horizontally like that. I actually have never seen that before, so I almost thought it was triangular in appearance at first. But it definitely looks like there's a lot of light shining off this one side here, so I think it's legit.
Broad daylight footage, silvery disc, 2003. I would have to rule out any kind of means of CGI or manipulation. What we're looking at is definitely captured by the person shooting this, and I'm glad it's out. Look at how its flight pattern is so direct, and it's not oscillating. It seems that this thing has some means of propulsion that I'm not aware of, that's for sure.
Yeah, Blake, what I like about this is this thing looks metallic. You can see the glint as the sun hits off this craft. Could it be something otherworldly? Maybe something one of ours. We just don't know. Again, going back to the sightings of people that are seeing this, the size of propulsion, the ways of means of these discs moving, we're looking at something special, especially back in 2003. Again, there's no manipulation in this. In my opinion, this is legit.
Yeah, apparently this is an older video, and I think it's really important that, people are aware of that, the fact that there's probably tons of older videos out there hidden in archives that aren't being released to the public. So if you have anything like this, please send it to us.
Now, new footage just in, we're looking at it. Watch this. All right, we're gonna roll this once again, and guys, I want to get your opinion. And if you're joining us live, give us a big thumbs up. Again, we've got reports what just happened in Miami, and we're gathering all the evidence and testimony, and that's coming up in tonight's episode. But again, these videos come in, the phenomenon, and we're looking at it right now. Are we looking at something biological in nature here?
We're seeing something suspended in the sky, quite a ways up. We'll see the cameraman pull back. This thing's quite some distance. Again, we're looking at something in focus. This is legit. This is not CGI or manipulated. Are we seeing something maybe adulterated? Maybe some sort of balloon tethered with things on it just to create this phenomenon, maybe pull a trick. I don't know. Some people might say this is biological. Whatever it is, it's real, it's up there, it's unidentified, we don't know what it is. This is suspicious.
Yeah, this object seems to have tentacles coming off of it, so I think that's really interesting. I mean, it almost does look like a biological, like a squid-like thing. I mean, you know, there's so many biological experiments happening out there in these different programs. I see a lot about that, these chimeras that they've been working on, these different projects, and, you know, who knows? Like, there's a lot at the bottom of the sea, you know, who knows what they've been working on that could be in the sky, so...
All right, we're looking at this, and again, we're getting opinions, and I'm liking the chat room tonight. People are building up for what we're about to share in the next few moments, but biological or some kind of experimental apparatus. That's what I'm kind of questioning. Guys, if you have any opinions, let us know. But Brent, any last words? We've got more videos in just a second, but before we get to it, again, I'm not seeing these tentacles really. They're pretty stationary. They seem heavy to me. They're just not blowing around.
Yeah, Blake, we've been doing this for almost 15 years now. We've seen these kind of videos come in. Some of them not so clear, some of them even closer of these kind of objects. Could it be man-made? Definitely. But again, it's something that we just don't understand. I know that Corbell is going to be dropping a video that's kind of described as a jellyfish type object. We're sharing this right now.
Yeah, Corbell redacted the video off the trailer, and this looks exactly like what he might be sharing on the new video coming up. So that's quite interesting. That's why we share it to you. We don't want to hold on to stuff. We want to bring it to you as fast as possible. We don't want to redact videos. Anyway, now more evidence coming into Third Phase Moon. Watch this. Apparent NASA footage from Area 51 leaked. We're looking at this right now. Again, this has been making the rounds on Twitter, Instagram. We thought we should cover this quickly before we move on to the next subject matter. But again, we're seeing 3 orbs of light seemingly captured over a secret military base, according to the footage being leaked here. But you have any more information on this?
Yeah, it's a little vague. Let's just keep watching this as this rolls. Yeah, this just came in. It's very cool. People are saying this is from NASA. We can see the insignia up there. We can see these 3 orbs kind of making its way around Area 51. I like the parallaxing that we're looking at here. Do you see it go behind the towers or behind the buildings? I'm not sure. At that point, it kind of does. Very cool stuff. Again, if this is real, we're looking at technology maybe being funded at Area 51 that's not being released to the public. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, to me, this video looks very legit, like Area 51. It, you know, we spent some time there recently, and you know, it looks like that area in Nevada for sure, and it looks like something being tested. So that's pretty cool. I know when we were there recently, we saw a few, like 3 lights kind of coming together. It looked like orbs in the distance. I'm wondering if maybe that was this. Pretty cool footage.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get my memory straight if we've ever shared this video on Third Phase Moon. I don't recall ever sharing this video. That's why we're sharing it right now. I think it's the first time people are seeing this on a broad spectrum. But again, these lights, and like you say, we're recently at Area 51, the front and the back gates. And Brent saw some strange lights over there at the Little Alien. Could this be the phenomenon that we're looking at? It's definitely something that I'm not aware of any kind of practical drone that we're looking at, or drones.
Yeah, definitely saw some weird action that night. There was the phenomenon was taking place. It was hard to capture on video. Right here, what we're seeing, apparently what we're gathering from the information is that this was leaked from somebody that worked within Area 51, and they tried their hardest to get it out. And right now, are we looking at this for the first time? Again, this is maybe in my memory recall that we've seen this. Is this new footage? Let us know, guys.
All right, Miami, Florida, what the heck has been going on over the past few days? The internet's blowing up with regards to strange creatures, 9-foot tall aliens, maybe just a simple dispute among young men. We're not exactly sure, but we've got it all covered, including an interview with Dr. J on behalf of Third Phase Moon contacted the Miami police, and we asked some questions. So that's all coming up right now on Third Phase Moon. Again, buckle up for late breaking news right here. And we've got some of the breakdown of what's been happening over the past few days, including a major follow-up with Dr. J, Andy Elias. Brent, this was kind of breaking news, and we're excited.
Yeah, here we go. The breakdown, the internet, it's kind of exploding right now, and we're breaking it down last minute. This is it. Check it out.
Now, I was about to go to sleep, but then I heard about these aliens in Miami.
So it's only the first week of 2024 and people are talking about aliens.
There's a conspiracy about aliens in the mall.
Now, I was about to go to sleep, but then I heard about these aliens in Miami. And
So it's only the first week of 2024 and people are talking about aliens.
There's a conspiracy about aliens in the mall in Miami on January 2nd. Let's talk.
A few nights ago, over 50 cops and helicopters.
Many of you have probably heard of the Bayside Mall.
An alien has been spotted in Miami.
What the heck was going on in Miami the other night?
Well, this is it. More information coming in. We've got interviews from the police department right there in Miami. Some of those, it's kind of provocative. There's a shutdown. Actually, the police over there made a statement recently, kind of dismantling this whole story. But what just happened out there? We can see the mass amounts of police presence. Apparently there's only like 30 to 20 kids that had some sort of disruption, and it called this kind of massive response to something. We got videos, pictures that just came in that we're gonna look at. Apparently it's the alien. We're gonna talk about this, and we got an eyewitness involved too as well that was there on the scene. A lot of stuff tonight.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at some cryptids. This kind of reminds me of the Nevada alien situation where there was a family with aliens in their backyard. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to delve into it a little closely tonight. So let's roll more of the evidence coming in from the location.
Trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, yo, no cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving. Next thing you know, we start hearing more gunshots, like these dudes start firing at this shit. Get outside, mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to like detain these people, whatever. But you know, me and my girl, we ended up just, you know, sliding past all that and everything like that. But you know, a lot of people saying, why didn't nobody film and all that? When that type of shit is going on, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like some paranormal.
Well, again, this footage, the testimony coming in from the public, it's quite provocative. Is it conspiratorial? We're not exactly sure at the moment. Again, we're hearing that people were too afraid to film what was going on just due to the police overwhelming presence that night.
Yeah, we got people actually in action right now, friends of ours that are trying to FOIA request the video body cams of these police officers to show what was there, showcase some of this. Again, they just made an official statement that they're debunking it. They kind of did an official face palm emoji on their website. And again, we're looking at a presence of police that's substantial. Here's the footage that's coming in with some stabilization, kind of showcasing what people are talking about. There it is. We're gonna get a couple close-ups. We're stabilizing this again. There it is. Are we looking at some sort of tall alien grade, what people experience? That's a big question. We got a lot of opinions. This is just getting started. Paula.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of mixed reports from this, and what I would really like to know is the accounts from the people that were there on the scene. I mean, from what I've heard, it seems everyone was scared and they were running. I heard a lot about, people fighting with sticks. I don't know what that's about, but, it seems very similar to me to the story in Vegas with the 8-foot tall grays in the backyard there that came out, in July or whatever that was. So, kind of interesting. I mean, this is definitely something that keeps coming up in the media.
Well, it definitely seems that the major media want to pick up on stories that could be majorly mundane. So I'm not jumping to conclusions that we're looking at some kind of alien being, the testimony. But again, there's some more pictures that are coming in just right now to Third Phase of Moon. I think for the first time seeing on YouTube right now, apparently surveillance pictures of what we're looking at, of what people said that they saw. What's going on here, Brent?
Some of the description, people said that these things are popping in and out. They're gray, and they couldn't really make out what it was, but they knew it's still physical in the same place. This is a really provocative image at the moment. Again, a lot of stuff coming in. Dr. J was kind of the first guy that alerted Third Phase Moon, and he's got a lot to say about that. Let's bring him up. You broke the news, right, Dr. J?
Well, it's not that I officially broke it. I just heard from another small video about some incident that happened in Miami, specifically at Bayside Marketplace. And what the story was is one person was essentially saying that he saw what he thought was a street performer, somebody that was taller than everybody else and had white grayish skin with big black almond eyes. And that person said that people around this being didn't seem to notice it. But then as he started to go through his motions in his head, like, is this a street performer? Is this a tall guy wearing a mask? He started to realize he doesn't think this is human. And at that same time, other people started looking at this being. And before he knows it, everybody was staring. And then apparently they started to take off running. So I went ahead and told that to goof on. And that's when the story sort of blew up, because then we started having people wanting to go to investigate on the scene. And it turns out, this is the craziest part, none of the surveillance footage of any of the stores in the mall where this alien was supposedly seen exists. They've all been erased or they're not available.
So we're having a hard time getting actually the footage coming in from the cops because they've been erased. This sounds a little controversial. What's going on over there?
Yeah, so it's interesting you said that. I actually made a call to Miami Police Department and to ask about this Bayside Marketplace. So let's go ahead and hear what this phone call took place.
Oh, yeah. Let's play that right now for sure.
Central Station front desk.
Hi, I'm an investigative reporter calling from Cousins Brothers Productions, and I'm calling to ask you about the incident that happened at the Bayside Marketplace on Monday.
Yeah, you've reached the front desk at Central Station. The city's already released a couple statements on social media, and our public relations office is not presently open. There's no information other than what's publicly available that I can give you.
Gotcha. But you're saying the public relations is closed. Is it possible I can call them when they're open and ask maybe they can give me something else?
That is entirely possible.
Okay. So when are their hours so I can call back?
During the day usually, but I don't think they're here on the weekend.
So Monday.
Yeah, it's probably your best bet.
Thank you so much for the info.
No problem.
Okay. Bye.
Right. Well, you tried. It's Friday. The weekends happened. I'm sure it was tough, but you did a dang good job.
Yeah, obviously it's Friday night, in the evening, so the public relations department is closed. But she did say I'm more than welcome to call them back, whether or not they'll give me some more information, which I will do. I'm going to follow up with them Monday during business to ask some questions. But it was interesting how she didn't blow me off. She didn't just, laugh about this, saying we got a bunch of calls, there's no UFOs or anything like that. She seriously just said, the police has already, Miami police has already made statements plural on social media about this, and essentially to go check it out. And then it was interesting to say the last thing she said before, when I asked her if it was okay if I called the public relations, she said, we've said everything we have to say. One of the videos I've seen, it looks like there's a reflection in a window, and someone is trying to say you could see the being there, or one of the beings, because there was more than one. From what I understand, there was two ETs, one inside inside or the outdoor part of the mall, and another one in the street. Whether both of them were identical as being 8 to 10 foot tall gray aliens with long arms, big black almond eyes, or one of them happened to be something more akin to the Bigfoot, and the other one was like a tall gray. I have yet to see footage of the alien, although one person claimed to have seen it. What I find fresh or shocking is look how many police officers showed up. I count over 30 police cars. I actually have heard there was even more. And although I'm not seeing it in the footage, there were black helicopters that were seen by everybody on the ground. Again, what I find striking about this is the cover story. Now, we know that a bunch of teens have been, trashing and looting places and doing like 100 people show up to a store and then leave real quick after they trash it. They tried to play it off that it was teenagers that were just launching fireworks or holding sticks and then launching fireworks. If they were launching fireworks and they were holding sticks, those sticks could have been Roman candle fireworks. That does not justify 30 to 40 police officer cars with black helicopters. I mean, even a shooting, a live active shooter wouldn't really bring that many people around. Would bring that many police officers, but the public away from the area. But I also find it interesting that their cover story is so off compared to how many people are talking about what they've seen. I've seen no less than 7 different people already who have come forward saying they each saw the extraterrestrials themselves. Again, I'm not seeing any of the alien footage. This could be a case, I hate to use the word mass hysteria, but let's just say hypothetically one person saw, or either one person started a rumor that wasn't true. So let's just say all the teenagers were out there firing fireworks, and then someone thought one of the explosions was a gunshot. So people say there's an active shooter. That's going to create hysteria. Now, what if in that same hysteria, someone said, hey, I see something that doesn't look real or looks like an alien, and ran with it and told that to person after person after person. So is it a hoax? I don't think so. It could be that people got confused of what they saw, and then they told it, and by the time the telephone story got out where each and every person who heard it, the facts changed a little bit, like the game Telephone, and by the last person, it happened to be an 8 to 10 foot tall alien, and that's why they think they saw it. So that's why I'm skeptical about it, because I'm waiting to see from all the cameras. hundreds of people there. Everybody has a smartphone. You have a ton of surveillance footage. You have 30 to 40 police cars that all have cameras. And you have 80 to 100 police officers with body cam footage. I want to see that first. And then I'll understand that something happened to terrestrials or it was mass hysteria and something minor as teenagers launching fireworks.
Wow. Dr. J, appreciate it. Good work getting in touch with the police over there in Miami. What are we looking at here? Is this legitimate footage of 9-foot tall alien creatures, or is this some kind of just a bad optical illusion and people are taking advantage of it? We're not exactly sure, but we're going to follow up on it for sure. Brett?
Yeah, I just got a little feedback from some of the police out there. They're kind of they sent us a message out of Miami just a couple seconds ago. They're saying those are 3 police officers walking in line, which is creating the illusion of an alien. That's a possibility. This is a word that's coming in just now. We're going to follow up on this as it comes in. This picture, again, unsubstantiated if this is location, but again, it's provocative if this is what was captured that day in Miami.
Over and out.
Everybody be safe. We'll see you next time.